I guess you
Oh
wouldn't.
no, well no, I didn't get that far into the lore,
Well,
James.
it's not. I was about to say it's not in the story. It's just in lore. You have to play all the other games and know everything else to know where he
Yeah,
came
yeah.
from.
See, that's why I'm asking you.
But you played Fallout 3, right?
No, I did not, but I've
Okay.
seen a lot of gameplay for it.
Well, in
And I've read up
Fallout
a little bit
3,
on the lore, but not too deep.
in Fallout 3 is the real Brotherhood of Steel, and it was run by a person called Elder Lyons. And Elder Lyons was like the most revered elder like so far. He was like, revered as the most true leader of the Brotherhood and their ideals. And he had under him a scribe, which is like pretty much a protege. And guess who his protege was?
Oh,
Elder Maxon.
yeah, that guy.
Guess who got kicked out of that branch of the Brotherhood of Steel?
Oh, Dance.
No, Maxon. Maxon got thrown out of the original Brotherhood of Steel chapter
Oh,
because his ideas started to fray and like fringe on the fanatic part of it. So they kicked him out because he started to stray from Elder Lyons' laws. So he went and created his own group of Brotherhood,
yeesh.
and they're all fucking fanatics. So yeah, that's not the real Brotherhood of Steel. That's why I wiped them out with impunity.
Damn.
Yeah, I killed every single fucking one of them. I was like, none of you deserve to exist. You're all a bastardization of the Brotherhood.
Even Paladin Dance, right?
Nope. He is the only true Brotherhood of Steel person besides, like, the whole I want to kill all synths thing.
Oh, okay then.
But that's not the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood would not do that. The Brotherhood would not be like, oh, we should destroy all of these, like, artificial humans. The Brotherhood wouldn't do that. They wouldn't care.
Right. Okay. That's interesting.
Especially if the robots have, like, free thinking and all that. Like, why would they care? They're pretty much just as easy to kill as a normal human. So, I mean, like, the only reason that Maxon was so worried about it was because he was a fucking fanatic. But, Dan's is one of the only true Brotherhood of Steel, and he's not even human. You know that part, right?
Which part, James?
That Dan's isn't human?
No.
You didn't know that?
No. Again, like I told you, man, I kind of skimmed through it, like as I go. I didn't really read too heavy into it yet.
Yeah, there's one part, if you follow the Brotherhood of Steel storyline, you eventually figure out that Paladin Dance is actually a synth that was sent to infiltrate the Brotherhood of Steel.
Like the fanatic one, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the fake. Brotherhood,
exactly,
okay.
yeah. And
Cool.
he just thinks he's human. They programmed him to think that he's actually, the way he acts. He really does think that he's human and a Brotherhood of Steel member.
You know what's funny is that out of all the characters that that like when I first started playing Fallout with you guys, like when it first launched,
Yeah.
I think all the characters that we've met, I think Dance was the one that was like just based on just his voice alone, man.
Yeah, he's so good.
Felt like a little I don't know, robotic, like and strange in a way, you know.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's true to the hardcore motherfucking BOS like Ledger though, because whenever you do find out that he's a synth, you have the opportunity to tell him, and whenever you do tell him, guess what he asks you to do?
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a synth. Do you have proof? And you show him, like the proof and like the activation code that makes him remember that he's a synth. And he's and he's like, kill me.
But at that point, it's up to you though, right?
No, he's like, if you don't kill me, I'll kill myself.
Oh, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to live this way. I didn't ask to live this way, and I don't want to continue to. Like,
Wait,
kill
so
me.
how does that work then if you try to romance him?
I mean, you can, but you don't have to tell him about the him being a synth.
Oh, it's optional. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to tell him.
But if you do,
But if you do tell him, then there's no way to save him.
okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, once you tell him, you're fucked. He'll either kill himself or make you do it. Yeah, like a fucking true G.
Damn.
Yeah, he's like, I can't be a hypocrite. Can't go around like, preaching all this bullshit when I'm a fucking synth. Like, I don't even know what I am anymore.
After all the crap he has to go through, yeah. I can imagine.
Yep. You ever seen that meme picture where it's Maxon riding on a bike carrying a stick, and then he shoves the
I
stick
think
into the
so.
spokes of the bike,
I can barely remember that, but I kind of remember that.
and he fucking
Yeah.
falls over on the ground with like a broken arm, and he's like, "Fucking sense." Yeah, that's exactly like that whole faction of Brotherhood of Steel is like that. Just no matter what it is, it's the Sense fault. Just fucking idiots.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm reading someone's opinion right here, James. They said he basically just shares his opinions on each kind of like faction, I guess.
Yeah.
I think he says right here, the Brotherhood, they're too angry racist for me. I can sort of understand where they're coming from, but it's to such an extreme that it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's not the real Brotherhood.
Exactly, yeah, as you said, yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking knockoff. Cause he got kicked out. I remember him getting kicked out.
In the third game.
Yeah, well, like it's in the Fallout Bibles that carry over between each game. But yeah.
Okay, so like they don't actually occur in the game, like
Yeah.
in the earlier game, just the books, novels.
Yeah, no, you don't actually see him get kicked out in the game. He's just there. Like you can actually walk up and talk to him in the fucking in the game.
All right, I got you.
But he doesn't leave until after that. He leaves once the pretty much the water situation is sorted out. Like I think it's like 6 or 7 years later he leaves.
Ooh.
And goes and starts a new faction. Cause he's a prick. Pussy ass little prick. Paranoid little piece of shit. It's like people who do that with the Bible, you know, they find one part of the Bible that they like and they just roll with it. Like that's pretty much what they did.
Like, did you read the Bible? I don't think you did.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what Maxon did. He was just like, oh, there's this one tenet in the Brotherhood of Steel scriptures. I'm just gonna like base everything off of this. No, that's fanaticism.
Let's see. There's another faction. Oh, I guess Minutemen are kind of a faction, but they're kind of weak.
The Minutemen faction can be allied with anyone. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I feel like they're like probably the weakest faction, though, aren't they?
They are, but the fact that they can be allied with anyone makes them useful. Like, it doesn't matter which ending you choose, you don't have to kill the Minutemen unless you want to. Because you lead the Minutemen. So whatever...
You're leading it?
Yeah, whatever you choose to do, the Minutemen pretty much are like, alright, you're in charge.
Yeah, I know, I noticed that too. I was like, I was so stubborn at the beginning. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go like a hardcore, like, I don't give a shit woman. And like, right at the beginning, you know, like how you have to get into the power armor.
Yeah.
And then, freaking, what's his name? Garvey? Black Hat Boy. The long coat.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
Preston.
no,
Yeah.
He's like, you basically have no choice. You gotta help us.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Fuck you.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the. But I mean, just because the Minutemen become really useful, and they present you with stuff that's like necessary for continuation of gameplay, like access to the castle and access to mortars and things like that. Like you're going to need them, like so that's why they force you to take them.
Plus, I guess you could say like they are kind of like the last resistance of any surviving humans.
Well, yeah, they're definitely like the least murderous.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, what the heck? There's a railroad faction. What the heck is that?
The railroad? That's the underground. They want to help all synths escape from the fucking institute. They're like all synths should be free. Synths shouldn't be enslaved, you know. Which doesn't really work.
Are they just regular humans?
No, they're all synths.
Oh, okay. So like it's basically synths helping or freeing their
Their brethren. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Synths in need.
Yeah. They're kind of fanatic though too, which is why I didn't like them. Because they're like
they're enemies with the Brotherhood or this fanatic one.
Yeah.
Sort of remind me of Railroad had. I totally supported and loved them. because they brought a Civil War vibe, except with synths instead. I just feel they didn't have any real long-term plan.
Yeah, it's true. They don't. They're like, well, every sin should be free, and then what, motherfucker? And then what?
Yeah,
You're
I
just
don't
gonna have
think
like
it's
fucking
okay.
hundreds of thousands of synths running around on the surface with nowhere to go? Everyone hates them?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna let the AI do? Yeah.
I mean, fuck.
And I assume synths are as intelligent as a regular human in Fallout.
Most of them. There's a good bit of them that are.
Okay,
Not every one of them is, but there's a good bit of them.
right.
There are quite a few of them that are not very intelligent, that are just like drones.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah,
well,
there's
you gotta have some of those, right?
yeah, there's three different classes. There's like the class 1, class 2, and then the Mark 3s. And the Mark 3s are like, you can't even distinguish them from humans. Like, there's no way.
Wow.
Unless you cut them open.
Which they won't let you unless you.
Well, I mean, and even if you cut them open, you gotta cut them, like, down to the bone, because there's artificial organs and everything.
Yeah. If they freed all the synths, I have a good feeling the lack of control and their small size would cause things to spiral out of control down the road. There's
Yeah.
really nobody in the railroad that could really step up and unify the people of the Commonwealth.
But, yeah, like, I want to like the railroad, but man, they're just so dumb. They're not prepared. They don't know what they're trying to do. Like, they keep doing something
Right.
that's not right. Like, you shouldn't try to do that.
Yeah. Yo, you get some water, bud, for your girlfriend, for your woman.
For my woman.
She's like, James, help me. Just nibble on her. Yeah, there you go.
So how shitty is this hammer? Let's see. And it breaks. Yep. After one shot, it breaks. So will it repair itself?
I don't even know if I really like doing settlements, or if I'll put much effort into them. I don't. It was fun initially when I first bought the game, but
Well, some of the settlements can get to be really, really awesome. So I mean, it just
Yeah.
depends.
oh yeah, I know. If you like want to customize hardcore, get like a castle fortress going on.
I was about to say, like, my castle looks incredible, but that's because I have a mod that allows you to completely repair all the walls of the castle.
Nice.
Yeah, so got a bit of a boost that most people don't.
Yeah. Where do you build yours? Or
What,
where
the
did
castle?
where'd you build yours?
No, that's a place. You'll get it eventually.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
The fortress, the pentagon-shaped fortress where the Queen Mirelurk is.
Yeah, I actually think I went as far as that one when I last played. Yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah, that's the castle.
Okay, cool.
And the castle is incredible.
But this guy, I don't know if you'll agree with this, James. Is this other guy that was actually with the railroad? He's not against it. He says, I completely agree with all your points, but the railroad was an easier justification because they didn't outright start shit with anyone. They are essentially always on the run from other parties being the aggressor. Also, they really aren't that disruptive of a group. They are free synths, which the Institute makes 5 of every minute in their lab.
I mean, it's the long-run problem, though.
Yeah.
Because eventually they do figure out a way to warp you into the Institute, and then that's whenever shit hits the fan. Because they just warped a fucking, like, gun-toting, rocket-wielding maniac right into the middle of the fucking Institute. Because that's the only way in or out of the Institute is by teleportation. There's no other way out.